Okay, Terminator and Geras actually are really cool. I think they're two characters that have some really good moves we're still yet to see that, even by themselves, are going to be good. But again, when put with moves we already know are good, are going to just go up to that next level, I think. So Ion Grenade is the main one here, and TDE. I actually don't know what that stands for. I'm sure YouTube comments will tell me 100 times. But Ion Grenade is just a normal kind of standard, just a projectile toss, right? So it sits out for a while. It sits out for a while before exploding, unless you amp it. It's like, imagine the rolling Ion Grenade, but a different version of it. So, you know, it's going to have that kind of coverage in the air. It only detonates on the floor. It doesn't detonate on impact, so you're still going to want to make sure they are standing where you want. But it does launch, so, you know, we are looking at Terminator getting a launch, so you can turn it into whatever it is you want. Or you can not amplify it, and then it's like setup potential, right? The same way that rolling Ion Grenade can be used, you can use this one as well, if that's what you want. TDE. This is a teleports. So, I actually have seen this. I have seen this used as a really good mobility tool for if you just read something big. I think you recover faster if you amp it. Yeah, you recover faster if you amplify. So if you want to use it to whiff punish something, you amplify it and then you turn it into whatever it is you want. Oh yeah, it's also really lame. So like, if I have you full screen or close range, sorry, and I do it, like, because it side switches, you can really troll with it, especially if you're amplifying it. And also, this. Look at how long you can delay it. And you can delay it and amplify it. So you can delay for like 1, 2, 3, 4, like 4 or 5 seconds a pop and amplify. So if you're building bar, like if I've spent a bar on like this, I'm like, oh, 1 bar back. You just sit there and let your bar come back, basically. So it's kind of crazy. Very, very good. And then I actually think, again, we might have to go into a PvP match to demonstrate his other one. So we're going to go to Geras for now, where Geras has Shifting Sands. Okay, this move, very good. Your opponent massively struggles to get out of it. So if I take control of Terminator and I record Shifting Sands, be done. Right, it's very fast as well. You'll notice I can't really move because of it, and it lasts a long time. So if you're playing the very kind of like dry, lame style of Geras that, you know, Geras played a lot, Foxy played it when he was playing Geras for a stint, this really does give you a tremendous amount of just potential to just dry the game out. Because there are things that, like, you can try and punish something, and you will get dragged back in the middle of the move. Like there, right? Imagine if I try and punish with forward 2. By the time forward 2 is over, I've been pulled back to the middle out of it. So, it really is dangerous if you're playing a really kind of like dry, keep away style Geras. And as far as I remember, it doesn't actually collide with anything. So you do have the option to just throw it on. So if you're playing like an Infinite Wood and you've got Bed of Spikes, Sand Trap, and then this, you have a really scary neutral control. MKX got an update. Probably just updating all the MK11 tooltips with MK11 Ultimate, I imagine. Because I've got like in-game ads and stuff, right? And then we also have Reawakened, where if you have lower than 30% health and your opponent only needs to win 1 more round. In fact, I might have to go into a PvP match for both of these. So before I do that, I'm going to do the rest of Geras's moves here, where this variation has lost time and spare time. So in a real match, lost time will take time off the clock. And in fact, I'm going to have to do this in a real match across the board, aren't I? Just to see these actual things. So I can't actually do this in training, but I'm going to do this now. So these are 2 characters that have revive elements and, you know, strange things. And there is also something that Terminator has. You can amplify a short hop, which I'm going to show. So instead of terminate... Now, which one is it? Running Man, Vice Grip... Adds amplified alloy hammer. Ah, okay. Terraformer is the... Yeah, that's the short hop, I think. Right. So we can show these in real games. Or real games. Not practice mode. So, if we go local... CPU type. Okay, let's go that. And then go unused. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because I'm going to have to control it anyway. Vice Grip is not unused. Vice Grip is used in Dark Fate. Okay, so first things first, you get to amplify your short hop attack, which I'm going to try and hope that AI lets me hit. There you go. It basically turns it into a Doomsday from Injustice style overhead low. Like there, it's like overhead low, overhead low. It basically is Doomsday's like Earthshaker. It's very irritating if you amp it. Now, it does require bar to do, obviously, so it's not the be-all end-all. But it is good for that kind of like instant overhead low. Especially if you have like, hang on, how do I do endoskeleton? Alright, so this will just, okay, it will just bring me back, I think. Attacks are severely restricted in this form, so I'm going to become an endoskeleton when he kills me. Okay, right, so while I'm in this move, I get a bunch of moves that I have, like, no specials. I have one combo, it's 1-2. I have that. And a bunch of moves. I think this move is going to exist purely as a means for... Just purely as a means for, just the flash of it. I don't think that's meant to be good. I don't think it's meant to be good at all. That is, like, one of the worst moves in the game. Right, I'm now going to play Geras. So you guys are convinced that I've missed a Terminator move. Right, I will look before I move on then. I will look to make sure. Okay, so... Okay. Bug Vora will be banned? I don't see why. Because Bug Vora, you lose so much utility for it. Okay, so in this one, I just need to activate Reawaken. Right, so down, down 4 when I'm below 30%. Right, so when I'm below 30%, which is coming up. Okay, right. Okay, so now, hopefully activated. Yep, and I'm just back, right? Okay, so it just brings you back to 30%. Okay, that's exactly what I thought it would do. So that one is very self-explanatory. It's like a Jason style. You will revive in the last round if you've turned it on. Nothing really much more to say about that. And then this is just the time showing off. Yeah, it takes resources, so it's very much like a last-ditch effort of a comeback mechanic. And it costs 2 slots as well, so you're losing out on a lot because of it. Speaking of losing out, we are looking at down back 4, down forward 4. So down back 4... Hang on. Yep. So down back 4 took 30 seconds off the timer. And that now can't be used again. So 30 seconds gone if you take time away. And if I now let time go... So I'm going to let it go. I'm going to let us go to about 60 seconds. Provided I survive that long. Right. I don't play Geras, so I don't know if I'm going to be able to survive. I don't know why I made the AI very hard. Oops. I don't have a bed of spikes. Hang on a minute. Okay. Right. Let's knock him away. Now, 60 seconds to 90. Yeah, so you either take 30 seconds away or you add 30 seconds away. I think we tested this a long time ago, and I think that when time is below, like, I think it's like when time is below like 30 seconds, it only takes it down to 10 seconds, and it can't go up a certain point either. So it's not like you can have 30 seconds left, take 30 seconds away, and boom, time's over. I think there's always like a buffer window where you see it. But it's pretty cool. It's interesting, and again, it's one of those things where you're taking a strong utility at the expense of a lot of what Geras would normally do. Because again, 2 slots for Geras means no sand trap, no bed of spikes, no sand clone, no whatever it is you want, right? These really important attacks. And just for the sake of it, I am going to look at Terminator just to see if there is anything I've missed, because I do want this to cover everything. That is kind of the whole point. So let's have a look. What have we not done? So Death Grip we've done. Oh, I was getting Death Grip and Vice Grip confused. Okay, Vice Grip, and I think everything else. I've seen everything else. Yeah, so Terraformer and Vice Grip. Right, we'll do this now, and then we'll move on. We only have 2 more sets of characters left to go. And even then, not as much as you might think, considering. Right, so Terminator. I'll do Terminator, and then I will do Kollector, and you'll see why. Because he doesn't have anything. Kollector is another character where we have seen all of his moves. We've seen all of Kollector's moves now, so there's nothing else to see for him. For Kollector, it's going to be a combination of taking what we've already seen and make good variations out of that. Alright, so Terraformer lets you amplify your overhead, your short hop attack, your punch, to make your overhead low for a tremendous amount of damage. 17% for that. 17%. So it's a lot of damage. And let me go to Alloy Hammer. Now, I am going to make him do... Right. Okay, so it loses the Crushing Blow. Right, so it loses the Crushing Blow, but it does deal a lot of damage, the Terraformer overhead low. So it's the Doomsday style overhead low, kind of Earth Shatter, Earth Shaker, whatever you want to call it. And that's basically it. Kollector as... no, there isn't it. We've got the amplified other attacks, right? There's amplified... amplified back 1, so make him move. So this gets an extra hit on the back of it, which does Crushing Blow if only the second hit hits on an airborne opponent. So if the opponent is in the air... If you hit the opponent with the grab only... That will Crushing Blow for a big damage. Tremendous amount of damage. What is Terraformer on block? Let's find out. Minus 23, so it is unsafe currently. And what else? There's something else you can amp as well, isn't it? Back 1 and... Is it a combo? Say goodbye. Here we go. This. You can amplify this. Basically turning it into a restand. So you can turn this into a very plus restand, which you can use to jail another mix-up. But that's it. That is Terminator, Kollector, bonus footage, and Geras. Only a couple of characters left to show now.